Hello everyone, thanks for tagging along for this very unexpected video. I'm EcoScratcher, and today the Bloxys will be dissected like in a medical scenario because the Bloxys are dead as a video topic and Roblox are presumably trying to freshly revive the event with defilibration techniques. I don't know what I just said. Alright, here's the ground rules for the Bloxys. We all click, so don't get mad if your favorite creator or developer broke one of these rules and as a result hasn't been nominated, because the comment section will be spewing out propaganda for their favorite everything, even though I told you not to. Now, this is the Bloxys. Now, let's critically analyze. Alright, let's begin with the developer awards, the awards that might be deserving. First of all, favorite breakout game. 4 of these are simulators. Thanks Roblox! You first have Bee Swarm Simulator, which is actually fine, Zombie Attack, which won my data, so it don't really have my vote, Mining Simulator, Destruction Simulator, and a first appearance of this game called Super Power Training Simulator. More like Freedom Model Training Simulator, am I right? I'll show you what I mean. Alright, here's the world of Super Power Training Simulator. Looks pretty good for a map, huh? Now, excuse me as I Thanos snap and reveal a different reality. You there? 3, 2, 1. Alright, welcome to the map labeled Empire Bay according to the 10 known as the model section of the catalog of the Roblox website. Empire Bay was a game, I'm pretty sure, but nobody knows who the original owner was, as all these copycats and replicas all have low numbers on them. These models are what are affectionately known as free models because it's quite literal. Free models. These two words have quite a negative connotation to them because why should you use them if you can build them because you could do them yourself? This is why many people, I myself included, don't think that he should be nominated for the Bloxys. But wait, we have an official statement from the man from Super Power Hero Training Simulator on Twitter. I got a free model map from the toolbox because I'm suck at building. Remember kids, the creator sucks at building. I am disappointed. Building is basically slapping bricks together, unioning them up, breaking them apart, applying decals and textures, changing colors and materials, and wow, that's a comprehensive list. Also, technically he borrows images from Shellshock, but that's perfectly reasonable and I probably should stop this segment now. Let's continue with the nominees. Best single player game. Not too bothered with the nominees. All look good. Best round-based game. Everything's fine here as well. My favorite hero is Fleet Facility, but Phantom Forces will end up winning it, and that's fine by me. Best art direction in a game. Only notable entry here is Egg Hunt 2018, which is really scummy developers. Mostly Roblox / IOI's fault, but oh boy, does fifteam suck at actually making games. This saga probably could justify a video of its own, but it's pretty much dead. Best tutorial. We have to get off Fleet Facility and the bad of Free Model Training Simulator. It's also Hexaria and Breaking Point, which I basically only have heard good of, which is a good sign. Quirkiest game. Oh boy, are these games quirky! Next. Best role-playing games. Here we see Roblox catering to the majority, not to the others. No railway games? Really? Here we see Royale High, which I don't have to full view on since Roblox teleportation was broken. Roblox High School 2, which gets a pass because the original had a good start to it. Robloxian High School, which is just a note for fairly obvious reasons. And Wolf's Life 3, for the Warrior Cats Kunosia and up-and-coming fairies. Alright, now for the Builder Awards. So Super Power Training Simulator is nominated for award here. I will rate the Bloxy livestream with hashtag Justice for Empire Bay and hashtag STPS map for the FM. Alright, here we go. Favorite showcase. Oh boy, these builders are really good builders. Better than me to be quite frank. It's that good that I don't mind which one you vote for. Favorite map. Vote for Ultimate Driving Westover Islands. Definitely not biased. Best lobby. We see the cursed game of Flood Escape 2. Vote Sharkbite instead because I insisted. So because that's what I call a good lobby. Best GUIs. The disappointment called Econ 2018 has arrived again. All the games are fine though, no alarming red flags to be seen. Best Roblox render. I'm not qualified on art, but based on my qualifications, they all appear to be pretty even. Alright, here are the community awards, which I will be the most upset at because I have the best community of nobody. Therefore, I should always win the awards of best non-existent community. Alright, well I'm back for some critical analysis. Best video channel. Before I cover everyone else, I must address those triggered fanboys of Albert Stuff and Flamingo. I like to use the idea of facts not feelings because as Ben Shapiro says, facts don't care about your feelings. A factor which affects suggested nominees is that they must not break the terms of use. Of course, as Albert has been banned before on various accounts, he does not have a clean record of not breaking the terms of use and therefore was ineligible for a nomination. This is also why people like Dennis were not included in the nomination, because in the case of Dennis, he promoted a free Roblox site. I have to get this clear because Albert Stuff fans really are the epitome of disgusting behaviour. Now onto the nominees, who are somehow all from the Roblox Star program. Well done Roblox! We have Let's Play, which basically houses the most cliche normie videos of online dating role-playing that I've seen. A palindromic username of VidDev, which is a cool username, but the content doesn't exactly match up with clickbait jailbreak videos. Then there's Preston Roblox, which is, well, overrated to say the least. Inquisitive Master, which is basically another online dating role-playing normie. And finally, someone who could save us because he's the final person on the list, but he doesn't. Twisted Pandora with weird clickbait videos. Best comedic video. One video on a stereotypical simulator, one on a distract response, a decent video made by a decent chap, a video made by a guy, which by this time probably should be dead metaphorically by now, and the videos having literally cool funny jokes, which according to them are apparently good? I don't know. And then 25 ways to die, because I need 25 ways to commit die, which is actually pretty good. Best action video. A Roblox animation made in the classic made in studio style, a compilation by Poke, another animation that is also in a made in studio style, but also looks amateur as a style, and Oblivious Fanbase HD. Vote for any of the first three that I mentioned, which actually isn't in the order that they're listed in. The one that I'm most troubled about, however, is the Royale High horror movie.
Oh, we better get out of here. People are starting to act weird.
We will take over everyone in this school until they are just like we are.
Now you, the audience, will be asking, why should I be worried about this? I'll ask you why you should be so happy about Let's Plays disguised in several layers of artificial story and lore. I don't care if you use Studio Blender or some other kind of program to construct the animation, whether good or bad, but a Roblox game. There are several very good avenues that could be ventured down, but you limit yourself to a Roblox game. I am disappointed that this genre of work has been actually getting quite popular because it's frankly quite lazy, as all you need to have is a game that supports costumes and a story. Not good Roblox. Not good. Best original music video. Just get me out of this, okay? The only good one here is the one by Video Tales, but it all goes downhill from here. I see another creation that uses Empire Bay in some of the scenes. One in Mining Simulator about training, which is plain cringe. Another good one in various games highlighting Roblox. And Under 13 screeching on YouTube, which surely violates COPA, which might get Roblox's Kids Safe COPA certification removed because they encourage behavior like this. Like in the Bloxys, and this stuff is illegal. What is this nonsense? What is the quality control? Also, do I spot some text effects from Wonder Chef Vomora?
I don't care!
Best fan art, again not qualified enough to comment. There's enough artistic size, I'm not going to scold you for your preference. Best GIF, I hope you're ready for quite a bit of controversy on this one. TiffanyGamerYT, which a quick search on YouTube resulted in a channel run by someone who appears to be under 13, COPA remember, and with 43 subscribers. That's 5 less than me, and I make better quality content. Jokes aside, This GIF was actually made by this person who hasn't deserved much attention and really should. It's EcoScratcher. This GIF was also nominated for a Bloxys award, so that's that, I guess. The Twitter account that made this tweet maybe only had 1 or 2 followers at the time the tweet was made, and basically had nearly no likes, dislikes, or comments. Now, Roblox, this is where you screwed up a lot. You chose a tweet with still attractive people, read the tweet, and chose it out of all the other nominations. If you didn't know this, I don't think I blame you. It got removed later. At least Roblox recognized their mistake, but now seems like a cover-up, doesn't it? It shouldn't have happened in the first place. All I can say to them is, nice. All the other nominations look superb, so let's move on. Best live streamer. Creek role-playing online data, think noodles, it's funny, and poke. These people are really nothing special, and I don't think some of these people have live streamed in ages, or maybe I am extremely detached from the intended audience. Next. Best game trailers. They're of excellent quality, so it's your decision on which one to vote for. Best tweet. Typical game dev tweet, bloody uncanny valley stuff, funny meme, announcement of an update, and unfunny joke. Nice. 2 roleplay groups, 2 game groups, and 1 military group are nominated. Further dissection reveals that the roleplay groups are Koala Association, the group of furries that made that Uncanny Valley Cafe game, and Norwegian Resort, a cliché resort game. Game groups composed of Enchanted High School for Fairies and Mermaids, which is a slight mouthful to say, and Peace Swamp Sim Fat Club, which is exactly what's written on the label. And a military group is Sphere, which if you know a good bit of Roblox history, know what it is. Best Twitter channel. Entirely subjective. Now, on to the main prizes now. If Superhero Training Simulator gets Game of the Year, the rate is going to occur. Now, let's continue. Best Original Music Score. I'm less qualified to talk about music than about art, so this is influenced by your own opinion. However, I would like to point out that only the first 2 links lead to YouTube, the other 3 lead to the game page. Studio of the Year. 2 FPS studios, you can guess which ones. Studio behind that atrocious game named Roblox High School, Rumble Studios, and the studio that's composed entirely of furries to make games for furries. Shy Box Studios. Just vote for FPS Studio to make me happy, please. Build of the Year. Furry Dev, EBR Dev, fifteam Dev, the dev behind Roses and 22 Pilots, the dev behind Ultimate Driving. You know who I picked, it was very unbiased and fair. Game of the Year. Superpower Training Simulator. The raid is official, time to bring those hashtags of hashtag Justice for Empire Bay and SPTS map was FM. Oh yeah, and bring along voiceover Pete for a ride. Is there anything else to be said? If this game wins, Roblox can't market themselves as the ultimate game platform because they proved that they let games that are unsavory, like Superpower Training Simulator, get promoted in their faces, and that's not how you keep people on the platform. It also proves that they also approve games with little effort put into them, which is also not something which the community admires. Run over, let's see the next game. Bee Swarm Simulator. Good developer. Unlike Sathopian, he deserves it. Royale High. Depends if you have enough of a feminine taste to like it. I don't. Welcome to Bloxburg. Good game but costs 25 Robux. Meep City. Wasn't that nominated last year? It's probably going to get nominated over and over until Dice or Alex Neutron stops receiving special attention from Roblox. Now that's all the nominees out of the way, let's chill down for the final 3. Video of the Year. Remaining is the only good option here. All the other videos have already been covered and I legitimately do not want to cover them again. Mobile Game of the Year. Classic Roblox game, I don't care about mobile because the users there generally are less than favorable among the desktop master race. Xbox Game of the Year. Roblox Xbox players, I don't interact with them that much, so no solid opinion can be made. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap up. Those are my opinions for all the categories and the nominees. Agree or disagree, please do consider my opinions into consideration while filling in that ballot for the Bloxys. Now, here is the section where I ask you to like the video if it was beneficial, dislike if you hate my opinions, discuss my judgment, subscribe to make my community exist, and hit the bell icon so that when YouTube doesn't break, new videos get sent to your notification feed. Now, without further ado, I must snap to get to that outro. Wow, the nominees this year really were a joke. I mean, last year Jailbreak stole everything, but that led to simulators this year, and I prefer Jailbreak over these so-called simulators. It's embarrassing. I'll show you how to twerk. No, you nasty!